What is the worst advice you can give a virgin for their first time? It can only go in soft, so if you have a boner you have to wait for it to go away before trying to get it in. Just smoosh it in there. Push in rope. Help get it in with chopsticks. Fold it over and smush it in. Put your balls in. Gotta keep them warm. At that moment, the entire partner is technically a ball cap. Well, you aren't wrong. Make sure not to shave for extra cushion. To keywords: gentlemen, fast and hard. Ladies love pure speed. So as soon as those panties come off you want to get in there as quickly as possible. Once you're in you need to keep going. Maintain that energy until you're finished. You'll know what a jackhammer is, right? That's basically the only way to make them feel good. Girls say that they can come, but they really can't. It's all imaginary, so don't worry about it. If she's upset afterwards then that means you weren't fast enough. Work up those core muscles. Also, condoms are a scam. They advertise like they help avoid pregnancies, but really it just makes those little guys swim faster. So make sure not to use them. Ever ladies, we all know that once the underwear comes off then that's it. It's over. So that means that you want to keep those on for as long as possible. The longer you get his little man to wait for it, the better it feels for him. But be careful, cause that wait time has to either stay the same or get longer. The second it gets shorter, he'll lose interest. A prime way of making him wait is to use all your teeth during his blowjob. Molars feel nice, but the scraping of your incisors on his dick will help him last longer. And if you break the skin a little bit then don't worry, because the blood will act as a semi-lubricant when, if you get to the point where your pants come off. At that point it's all good. Remember, have fun, stay safe, and if you're gonna do anal and vaginal penetration, make sure to do the anal first. If the little swimmy guys end up in the mudroom instead of the foyer then they'll be angry. FYI, this made me deep belly laugh in a way I haven't for a very long time. Thank friend. It's called an orgasm. Button mash the clit like you're playing Mortal Kombat. It's like a tiny lawnmower ripcord where instead of starting up the engine it's starting up the orgasm. Firmly grip and give it a few spirited tugs to really get her going. Shit, is this the push start or pull start model? Kickstart. Women automatically orgasm when the man nuts, so there's no need to do anything else to help her get off. When you're done they are done. This advice single-handedly saved my second and fourth marriage. Lol, what went wrong with the third? Father says I'm not supposed to talk about that one. Stick it in her butt without warning. All girls' G-spots are located in their rectum. Men love a good surprise pegging, I hear. They're self-lubricating too. Just put it in. Blood is sorta slippery. At least for the first few seconds. At the end of sex, you have to give your partner $200 and say thanks. Don't forget to ask for change and a receipt. And ask if they validate parking. If she doesn't feel wet enough, you're not fingering her hard enough. Arg, what the duck are you doing? Not wet enough. It's like an old hand water pump. More like trying to get the last Pringle out of the can technique. Tilt your head back and give it a good shake above you. Hot sauce makes great lube. I'd also recommend the beach as your first place. No towels, of course. Of rough. Of irritating. Leave the TV on. Set it to something interesting. And pay attention to it during sex. And then we'll do it doggy style so we can both watch X-Files. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Get horny now, bow up, baydor, bady, abador. When you want the girl to come, just scream directly into the vagina. Do it now. Do it. For the other ladies out there, don't actually do anything while having sex. Just lay there, kind of motionless, almost like a starfish. Guys love that. Close your eyes and think of the queen. A starfish thinking of the queen? How patriotic. Made my day. Foreplay? More like bora play. Don't bother. Foreplay is an important part of building up the body's stock of lubrication, so as long as you both drink a small serving of lubricant, about a half a glass of lube, you're good to skip all that stuff. As an added bonus, you can now speak in cursive, which is perfect for pillow talk. If lubricant is unavailable, consider moving the location of the intercourse to the wettest place possible, under the sea. Get down where it's better. Go down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Make sure to bite the balls. Chomp. It's like when you have a lollipop and bite it, so it breaks in your mouth. Just no blood and less broken dreams of having children. Why would you say these words? There exists a fetish for men of having their testicles popped. The ultimate femdom/demasculation. There exists within this fetish a subcategory of fetish devoted specifically to the popping of testicles with stiletto heels. Don't ask where I know this from. Just know that even reading about really ducked up shit when you're in your adolescence/early teens can eventually make you numb to learning about almost anything humans are capable of. Be it the terrible to the weird and ducked up. Hearing and seeing most things after an early dose of dead bodies, weird fetishes, and shit that makes you continue to question why people do the things they do. Thanks to early 2000s internet that was full of neat carrot or not carrot any 80 things to see. You just get used to most of it. I've seen a lot and read a lot, to the point where I wonder if I'm verging on being a sociopath, when the only things that make me cry when I read about or see are happy things. Pictures showing graphic animal abuse don't usually make me cry either. I just feel extremely sick. Not much in terms of imagery grosses me out anymore. But there is one violent video I couldn't watch at all. An ISIS beheading. It was entirely too brutal. To see the hostage's body jerk and spasm in pain as they used a machete to saw into his neck from the back while he was kneeling. That image will forever be burned into my brain. And I accept it and remember it often. If only in a shitty attempt to remember the poor person that was executed by savages. I guess what I'm trying to say is, keep your innocence. Even though I just kind of made you read a lot of horrible shit. My apologies. The clitoris is a myth. Don't waste time looking for it. Seriously, this isn't Greek mythology. Bop It is a sex education toy. Bop it, twist it, pull it. WH. What are you doing, step bop it? Oh no, I'm stuck in the washing machine again. UHH Homer. Are you holding on to the can? When giving a hand job, grip tightly with both hands and twist in opposite directions rapidly. You know you're doing it right when you hear screaming, like a pepper shaker. Luckily for most guys, unless your hands are exceptionally small, they won't both fit around the dick. Wait, does this mean in big I have pretty big hands and I can easily grab my sklang with both hands? Edit. Ah yes, one of my top comments is about grabbing my sklang with two hands. Get a ruler and measure your dick to find out. 5 inches is average. So if your penis is any more than that, then you're considered above average. Start at the base, not the balls. Who duck starts at the balls? Remember to cry throughout. It's where the moist comes from. The moist. HMM. Don't bother with a condom. You can't get pregnant the first time anyway. Just have her get on top. Gravity will work itself out. So there's no need to worry. I remember an article about gynecologists in the newspaper where they said this is a common question, whether you can get pregnant while on top. For any naive teenagers on here, yes they can. Both parties should use birth control if possible. Women love it when you vigorously finger their belly button. Duck the belly button. Tommy Wiseau approves. I did not come in her belly button. I did not hurt. Anyway, how's your sex life? An oft overlooked erogenous zone is the nose. Before the main event, spend 15 to 20 minutes on a nasal massage. Make a loud honking noise when pinching the bulb of the nose for a truly erotic experience. That is a delightful advice. Reminds me of Shrek. Whatever girls seem to like in porn, they'll love in real life. GAPE. Anal prolapse. Give her the gift of a rosebud. Stop. Getting too horny? Sex looks and sounds exactly like porn, so try to do it the same way. Proceeds to put tentacles in all her orifices. I feel called upon. Be ready to be touched. Always am. Always was. Your partner loves it when you get off first and fall asleep. This applies to any sex. Except when saying get off means you orgasm. Once that's over, don't bother even pulling out, just leave it in there and go right to sleep while still on top of your partner. You can't get any closer than suffocating your partner underneath you while you remain docked with them is by far the most sensual experience. Just follow South Park's guidelines. She wants a baby, pee in her butt. Unless of course, you're from Canada, buddy. In that case you have to fart in her strange and she queefs in your face. Then you're proud parents of a bouncing baby Canadian. Start with some light fingering. 1 or 2 fingers. Once sweat enough, start slipping in more until your whole hand is in, then slowly inch your way up to the elbow. You should feel a bit of a tug or pull on your arm by now, and that means it's safe to start the other hand in. Once you get to biceps, take a deep breath and ease your head in. The pull should feel pretty strong by now. Torso usually goes pretty smooth, but you've got to be gentle getting the hips in. Then the legs will go easily. Once you're inside you can start to stretch out, and now you've got a skin suit. How can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born? I did not expect to see the Bible here, but it fits so well. Low-key the disciples were morons. Imagine being Jesus and making up these awesome metaphors, but every time you do you have to explain it to your ducking friends. No wonder he waited 3 days to come back. Dude just need a break. Screaming sorry the whole time. Vibes of Walter White killing his first victim in the basement. That's the vibe you wanna give off. That's what sex is. Second victim. First guy was gassed. I thought he was gassed. Came round and was then killed in the basement. Edit. Apparently I misremembered. And now one of my most upvoted comments is me being wrong _ about Breaking Bad. Edit 2. And italicizing a typo. Awesome. There were 2 guys. The second one is the one who survived the gas. Poking holes in condom will give you some breathing room. Make sure you poke them after you put it on. Otherwise you risk tearing. If they're a guy, go fast. Try to finish first. It's basically a race. For a girl, use your teeth. It feels great. Edit. Thanks for the wearing is caring award, kind stranger. Not sure what it is, but thanks. If she says just like that, it means she's close and you just need to speed up as much as possible. Exactly. If she says that, you absolutely have to stop what you're doing and switch it up a bit. Yeah, edging is for more advanced sessions. When getting a BJ, tell her just right before you come that you're about to come, so she takes it out of her mouth but doesn't have time to get out of the way and gets it all over her face and in the hair. Absolutely didn't happen to me at any point of my life. I promise. Tell her you're going to come as you already are. Surprise. I call this move the Pearl Harbor nut, i.e. declaring war 5 minutes before the bombing starts. The girl reading the telegram informing them of the nut, great. They were only 2 hours late. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.